Hi everyone, welcome to a new and slightly different vlog. Come draw with me. Hi everyone! For this vlog, you are not going to see me in front of the camera, but I will be speaking to you. It is going to be all about art supplies and drawing. I'm not going to do a tour through all my art supplies, but I wanted to show you this last haul that I got with some things that I really wanted to try. I'm still not sure about which project I will do. I guess some experimenting first. But it had been a while since I wanted to get all these different pieces that I will explain to you in detail in a minute. And right after that, I will be sharing with you really exciting news at the same time that you watch the process of one of my latest paintings. I really hope you like it, and leave any comments below and subscribe. Let's go in detail. This is everything I recently got from Jackson Art. None of this is sponsored by them or by any of the brands. It's just me being crazy about art supplies and trying new techniques. The main reason for this purchase is actually this set of Holbein acrylic gouache. I have been wanting to try them for a really long time, and even though I usually use gouache for the paintings that you have already seen, they are water-based gouache, while these ones are acrylic gouache. That means that, unlike water-based ones, once they get dry, they cannot be reactivated with water. As everything, this can be good and bad. While it makes it more difficult to work with the paint because it will get dry and you will need to use new paint since you can reactivate it, that also means that it's slightly easier to correct mistakes because you can actually erase wet layers painted over already dry layers. I got this set plus some additional colors that I thought I will need because I frequently use them on my color mix. My initial idea was getting a set of primary colors because from that you are able to mix any other. But this set with 11 colors plus this big white had a great price, so was actually a good opportunity to have a wider range of colors. There are artists that prefer to get isolated colors that combines or are the precise shades that they usually use, but I like mixing my colors because they are not always the same, and that's also why I got these colors, which are this white, because even though in the box came a big one, it is always a good idea to have an extra white. And also got this magenta that I feel more confident having it around because it's a primary color. And this ochre that I frequently use in most of my mixes, if not all of them, because they gave them a warm tone that I really like. I don't know, I cannot explain it, but it makes all my colors more earthy and warm, which is what I look for in my paintings. About the white, it is actually not the same that comes in the box. This is a Chinese white, while this one is a titanium white. I will compare both once I start using them. Next thing are brushes. I got these brushes because I only have certain types of them for wash or watercolors, and I have been looking for a really long time for a nice liner or rigger brush. Those are to do super thin lines that you have probably seen on some of my paintings. And these are really difficult to find a right one because it needs the perfect combination between the length of the hair and the amount of hair that it have to be able to carry paint, but still be super thin so you can do those lines, which doesn't happen with the ones that I had until right now. And I end up using a brush that is awesome and super versatile, but is not for that at all. And the last one is a flat, rounded brush that I think is going to be great for organic shapes like leaves and petals. Those are just sample papers that I can test and check before doing the next purchase, so I know what I'm buying next time. Khadi Papers is a company that manufactures cotton papers for artists. They are made 100% out of tissues cut in India and also in Nepal and Bhutan, I think, and their notebooks are basically awesome. I have another one with raw texture and less grams, so I wanted to buy this one to have a paper that is a bit more consistent for my paintings. I absolutely love it. Everything that you have seen in Gouache so far is done in this paper. It is stitch binding, I think it's called that way, and if you have the opportunity, get one of these ones because you are going to enjoy it a lot. And lastly, transparent gesso. I didn't know about this until quite recently, thanks to Alyssa Mees. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, but I love your art. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's going to be fun. And now it's time for painting. You are about to watch 6.5 hours in just a few minutes. I started with a really rough sketch in my notebook and then took a picture and bring it to Procreate to do a way more detailed sketch. That is the one that you see that I'm using underneath the painting. Took it to a new file and start painting. This is Procreate on the iPad Pro and I'm using a few different brushes, mainly texture ones. Let me know if you have interest in knowing more about them. And the color palettes that I'm using are the ones that I built for myself to use them across all my projects. I thought it would be interesting recording this process while I'm drawing, but I'm afraid the second part is just digital, since it took me quite a while and is super boring, just me drawing bricks and tiles. And now I have super interesting news to share. As you all probably know by now, my aim with my drawings is creating prints and stationery that I can share with everyone. And it is time! It is time to start printing them out and to start sharing them with you. And I'm super excited, yet super scared. Because even though it is going to be so much fun, it is also scary because at the end of the day it's an investment and is being public and being there and being exposed to failure. And I know that this scares everyone. I try not to be. I try to think that everything is going to be okay and that it's going to go smoothly. And it's not really like I think that it is going to be wrong. I know the printing is going to be okay. I have done that many times, even if it wasn't for my paintings. And the products, I'm sure that they are going to be so cute. I guess I'm afraid about not selling anything at all. But I want to believe that that is going to be okay too. If not, I won't be doing this. And I know at the beginning it's going to be slow and probably it's gonna take me a few years. I don't want to make a living out of this, at least for now or anytime soon. So that gives me some space to just enjoy. And I think not having expectations about sales is not something negative, but positive. Since I'm not too worried, I just want to be able to keep going and creating new pieces, printing new pieces, and keep sharing them. Because I know it's a long-term run, and that's okay. Because as I say, it's all about enjoying the process. And thankfully, I'm not too concerned about the logistics side in that sense. I have already ordered all the prints and all the stuff that I'm going to be printing out. And also everything for packaging and for sending things to houses. Since I want it to be a positive experience, but also being friendly with the planet. For now, I can tell you that there will be prints, greeting cards, stickers, and planners. I bet you have already seen them on Instagram. I finally produced both of them because you guys didn't help at all, as the result was 50-50 between weekly and monthly. So thank you for giving me the perfect excuse to produce both, because I love them and I'm going to use both, I'm sure. Are you guys the same excited that I am? But not everything are roses. There's also really tricky parts about how to sell abroad, how to manage taxes and VATs, and with the Brexit and the new laws for the e-commerce, everything is so tricky, and just to be starting with the project is going to be really difficult. For example, I really want to build my own website to make everything nice and personal and more comfortable for anyone who wants to make a purchase. But really, marketplaces make it, like all the taxes and all that, way easier. So I know I have the skills to build a website, but I'm concerned about the skills about managing VATs and taxes. And last but not least, I have another super interesting piece of news to share. And even though I know probably all of you are super away, I'm going to have a stall in the market of the little city where I live, which is called Ely, next month. So that is going to be the first opportunity that I'm going to have to sell my products and check if people like them. And it's going to be basically a test sale. I will have already all the products with me. So part of the work that kept me so busy for the last weeks have not always been producing all the products, but also thinking how I'm going to set up the stall and how it is going to look, and looking for everything that I will need, which initially was supposed to be almost a naked stall. Since being just a test sale, I didn't want it to make it a big deal, but it kept growing and growing because in part I'm excited and in part because it doesn't make sense to take the effort and the investment that is also having the stall if you are not going to make it properly. And I have a lot of hope that it is going to work for me and that I will be able to come back to the market in other occasion, since it is going to be really the only opportunity that I have to see people face to face buying the products and reacting to them and hopefully enjoying them. And this is everything. It was a bunch of things and have been a really long video. If you make it until here, thank you so much for watching and for listening at all my news. I don't know if it was easy or if it was tough. If you enjoy it and if you want to see more videos like this one, if you are not following, please go and follow because that helps me know that you like what I'm doing. And if you want, leave me a comment what you like, what you didn't, what you want to see more of or less. Also, I have been referring to Instagram. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave you a link on the description box. Give me a follow in there if you want to see more of my art and if you want to be completely updated and vote in polls. And also on TikTok, where I publish process, and I'm going to be publishing packing items and that sort of stuff so soon. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!